In this video, we're going to cover the Fit Polyline and Fit Section tools within CloudWorx for AutoCAD. These are separate tools, but they are very similar. Both of these tools are normally used with Quick Slice, in which we have learned in a previous lesson. The idea is to use Quick Slice so that we are left with a thin slice of data that looks like line work when we're zoomed out. We will use both these tools to create line work from these cloud points. Once we have our slice created, let's check and make sure we have the entire structure outlined and that we are not missing any critical data. If everything looks good, this slice is saved and we can now begin to use the one-point polyline. The one-point polyline uses a least squares algorithm to find the best fit line through the cloud points on the slice. This is done from a single click. This should result in a 2D polyline drawn on the work plane. If we have arcs shown from our cloud points, we could use the arc polyline segments. But this structure is mostly straight, so we will stick to the straight polyline segments. We will click somewhat in the middle of the line segment on the structure point outline. We should see the first polyline segment appear. The tool is still active, so we will continue to pick on to the next section, again picking somewhere in the middle of what the line segment should be. CloudWorx should auto-fit as much of the polyline as it can. However, this is going to largely depend on the density of your cloud. If you don't like the results, use Ctrl-Z to go back and try again. Now let's try the two-point polyline method. These reference points we choose don't have to be at the ends of the segments. However, just remember that the line is only fitted with the picks and the fitted line is extended to the next section. So, if the structure is not perfectly straight, then the placing of the picks is more important. Now that we have learned the Fit Polyline tool, let's move on to Fit Section. With the Fit Section tool, we're going to trace over the cloud first and then use this tool to do the fine-tuning on top of our cloud points. So let's start the AutoCAD 2D Polyline command by typing P-line at the command line. Snap to the cloud points on the corners to create lines and turn angles. Try to get the nodes in approximately the right place, but try not to spend a lot of time zooming in and zooming out. Now click Fit Section and click the Pick button. We don't want to lock the shape of the polylines we have drawn or lock the angles of the polyline segments, so leave all the checkboxes unchecked. Click the Pick button and select the polyline. Now zoom into a section of the polyline that currently doesn't fit the point cloud perfectly. By the time we get finished, we should see the polyline move slightly to fit the point cloud more precisely. Select the polyline and hit Enter. If our polyline was close enough to the point cloud before we started the Fit Section tool, it should have snapped to the point cloud. Least squares requires the estimate values to be reasonably close to the true value in order to converge on a solution. If you find that some sections of your polyline have not been accurately fit to the point cloud, then it may be necessary to move some nodes manually and try to fit section again. Now we know how to use the Fit Polyline and Fit Section tools.